Hello, welcome everybody. As planned, it is 7:15. I just logged in. Hopefully, Nate will be able to join us shortly. Look like he is in. Perfect timing. And for those that I just welcome. I'm glad we able to get this thing worked out without glitches.
Beautiful.
Okay, so everybody, this is Nate. When I load the video, I should put the link to your channel. But I'm Nick, and that's Nate, and we're here to enjoy the Comicconnect auction. For those that are following us live, I have my iPad here, so you should go to Comicconnect website and follow up on their June 3rd auction. But I have my trusty iPad here that I have. Nate, did you watch the auction last night?
I did, but you know what? I'm going to skip all the intro for a second. Are you looking at it right now? The one
I'm looking at
one of the books I'm most excited about. It's got 30 seconds left on it. Daredevil #1.
Okay.
4.0, which I know you don't give a crap about, but for me it's interesting to watch it because I think that's right around the area where you see a lot of fluctuation in terms of grade and a lot of instability.
Okay.
So it's about to end. I want to see what happens here.
Okay. All right. I will let you focus.
All right. Oh, yeah. All right. Never mind. We're good. It went to extended bidding. We got another 3 minutes.
Yep. You know, the extended bidding at Comicconnect is definitely something that it took me a while to get used to. But I think it is the best way to get the best money for the sellers.
You got your coffee?
Oh, yeah. Ice, black coffee, ice.
Yeah, I'm going beer. Slightly different.
Oh, beer and bidding is dangerous at the same time.
No bidding, just beer. That's why I can have the beer. I'm excited.
I'm surprised you're not going for the Daredevil one.
No. Well, it's one of the few where I luckily got in before this craziness started happening on it, man. I've got all my Daredevil and a lot of doubles of it, actually. Happy.
Okay. I'm trying to resize the screen here so that we can both be on it. So last night I watched the auction, and the book that I really wanted went for crazy money.
Which?
At the end of last Christmas, I made a video and I said that if there's one Grail book that I really wanted, is the All-Star 8. First Wonder Woman. And last night auction for I believe, let me see what grade was it. That one went on forever. Okay, that one went into extended bidding for like half an hour. I just wish someone would just put on a big dollar amount and end it so that it end the misery.
What did it? Can you see the results from yesterday right now? I tried looking online and they have it blocked out.
I'm not sure. What I did yesterday was I went in and I add a bunch of books to my watch list.
That'll probably do it.
Because you know, I grabbed like a dozen books that I thought would be interesting to talk about today. So the All-Star 8, it was a 1.5. Okay, very low grade, but at the same time, you know, the lower the grades, the bigger dollar per grades. Before the bidding started last night, it was like around 9,000, and I thought the book would go for at least $11,000. It ended over 12,000. The All-Star 8, 1.5, First Wonder Woman was $12,422.
It's a healthy market, ain't it? Very healthy. And how,
I I I knew, my hunch was it's gonna go for at least 11, and I'm not gonna bid on it, and I'm not. I just watch it and just saying, wow, crazy. The big one, there's a lot of good one last night. This usually, Comicconnect would have something big like Action One,
yeah.
at least once or twice a year, but no Action One. There was a couple of Action Two single pages where the slab is just a one page.
Well, there was one. Yeah, I saw that actually. Yeah, they were going for like almost $1,000 a piece or something, or 500 maybe somewhere in there.
Right? I unfortunately I only grabbed one of those auction. The cover went for a couple $1,000s.
Yeah.
The cover, yeah, the cover went for a couple thousand. I don't remember what it was, but one of the pages went for $205, so that was affordable.
Yeah.
For a single page of Action 2.
Oh wow! Hey,
there was a lot.
I'm just gonna throw this in here now. Now it's part of the archives. It officially went for $1,000 flat. It's Daredevil #1 4.0.
Is that within GPA range?
Say again?
Is that within GPA range, or that's
in GPA range?
Is that high or low?
Oh, is it within range? Yeah, it's definitely within range. It's within the about 10% bump that's happened in the last 3 months on that book in that grade. Makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, my
makes sense if you're watching the numbers. Makes sense is a relative phrase, right? Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not about to jump in on a 4.0 Daredevil #1 for 4 figures. No freaking way, man.
Yeah, it's yeah. Luckily, you had to watch a future videos of mine. I shot a video a while ago that showcased this book that I have not loaded yet.
You're talking about Wonder Woman now, or are you talking about?
I'm talking about Daredevil #1.
Okay, really? Sweet.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm looking at. Sorry,
I totally interrupted you there, but that's one book, and I forget what the other. Oh, Tech 27, obviously. Those are the 2 books actually I was really interested in seeing what would happen on, and it was right at the very beginning. So now I'll shut up for a long time.
No, well, right now the next bunch of listing is a bunch of timely, daring. It's really not my cup of tea.
Yeah, it's pretty obscure. Obscure. I don't know if obscure is the right word, but definitely, like second tier Golden Age series like that are kind of interesting to people who buy them.
Yeah, that's a good way to put daring. It's second tier. To me, there are, for Golden Age, you have like 3 tier. It's just like, to me, I have like 3 tier for every age, really. You get the top tier would be, the Superman, the Batman, the Detective, the Wonder Woman.
I can't believe top tier yesterday, by the way, the Cap 1. What the hell, man? That's my go-to, my holy.
Was it 25,000?
Yeah, it was completely redone and reworked, but still.
Yeah, it's just, I don't mind, like I said, certain books, unless you made up money, you have to accept the restore book. It's just, I don't mind. I mean, I didn't bid on it, but there's one Bronx book that's coming up in the next 10 minutes that I would love to see what happened. Is a DC 100-page super spectacular #5.
What in the hell is that? All right, I'm about to reveal a lot of my DC ignorance here, but educate.
That book is one of the rarest book. Okay, for a Bronx book.
Okay.
For 9.4, that's why it's 1,000 something already. Okay, it's one of the toughest books.
I'm trying to look it up here.
Yeah, it's DC 100-page super spectacular #5.
Oh wow, I see it. Okay, yeah. Oh, it's a 9.4. No wonder you're interested. Yeah, okay.
Well, this book is so hard to find in 9.4 or even 9.0, so it's definitely a very highly sought after. I'm not buying it. I'm not paying $1,000 for it. That's crazy. But look at that beautiful back cover.
The back cover. Let me check it out.
That's just.
Oh wow.
Just.
Wow. That's pretty. Is that typical for Bronze Age from DC to have a back cover that's that, you know, like artistic?
Typical in that they do have, if you look at the DC Square Bound Spectacular book, they all have arts on the back cover. Okay, so it's not unusual for the back cover to have arts.
Got it. Damn, sorry, phone's ringing. I'm just gonna let it go.
Yeah, but that's a beautiful back cover.
It's freaking gorgeous, man.
Look at that. Oh,
I like it better than the front cover.
I know. I agree. But it's almost have it. Well, it has the 70s psychedelic lava lamp look.
Yeah, it looks like a poster you'd see on a college kid's dorm room or something.
Yeah, beautiful. But yeah, that's one book that, you know, maybe DC collector like myself would love to have, but like myself, most would say $1,000, crazy.
You want me to tell you if that's in range for that book? Since you no longer, why don't you subscribe anymore? I don't understand. You just don't buy it.
Because I don't buy slabs.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's I used to subscribe to GP Analysis for 4 or 5 years, and last year I bought 1 slab. So I'm like, what's the point? You know, it's.
I'm still looking here. I'm curious now. You piqued my interest.
Yeah. Let's see. Even the Defender stuff is going for pretty crazy money too. My goodness.
Oh wow! Hey, guess what? It's going for about half what it went for last time. That was about a year ago.
Okay, so we'll see. We'll see how the price will run up in the next 10 minutes.
Yeah. 18.6. 18.
I would not be surprised at all if that book will go for much higher than the 1,100 something. But if you look right below that listing, there's a bunch of Defenders that's going for crazy money.
Let me look here. Man, I'm doing a lot of clicking here. I was planning on being a little bit more relaxed. This is what happens every time there's a huge auction. I get to the computer. I'm just like, oh god, I gotta see it. I gotta see it.
I love watching it.
It's like watching a big sporting event.
Mm-hmm. But like Defender #1, 9.8, $1,750.
Really?
Yeah. That's high too. That's, you know, I wouldn't say that's an all-time high, but with the Defenders, this is what's kind of silly. The Defenders TV show that is going to be on Netflix next year.
Yeah.
Or 2017 or whenever it is. It has nothing to do with this team.
I heard that. A lot of people are saying that some people are going to be making some big mistakes.
Just like, oh, the Defenders going to be on TVs. Let's go buy up the Defenders book. It has nothing. Zippo.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of good price. Look at giant size #4 Defenders, $630. What in the world?
I don't know. I don't get it. I mean, anything weird can happen with 9/8, I guess, but it's kind of. I'm just like, really? I don't know.
Well, anything can happen with hot books. You know, doesn't matter. Doesn't have to be 9/8. I just refresh my page to see what's going on here with the Defenders. And
are we streaming live on your
yeah
page?
Yeah, I usually when I do live, I don't pay much attention to the chat board. So if you want to log into YouTube and see if anybody's watching, you can.
Yeah, I was watching what's his name, Howler Mouse yesterday or the day before. I can't remember which. And I wrote something on the chat board, and he paid attention to it, and that made me feel like it was worth watching. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, if you see somebody typing, you know, and you have a chance to reply to it, go ahead, go for it. I'm too busy watching the auction.
Well, there's some lull points for me during this one. I thought Defenders was going to be one of them, very much, to be honest. But I knew you'd be about the stuff. I knew you'd be about the Bronze Age stuff.
You know, so the All-Star 8 last night caught my attention. The Amazing Fantasy 15, like the few copies they had, went for pretty decent price. There was a 4.0 Amazing Fantasy 15 that went for 13,400. That was okay. I have seen higher prices for that book.
Yeah.
And then there was a 1.5 that went for 6,200. That's really strong for a 1.5. It boggles my mind how a 1.5 Amazing Fantasy 15 went for 6,200. Wow.
That's a common pattern with a lot of the key Silver Age books for the last 2 years. It's in like the low 2.5 range. The most ridiculous stuff happens. It's weird.
Archie #1 last night, 33,000. Avenger #1, 9.0, 27,500. Woo. Avenger 57, 9.6, went for 3,200. That's some of the highlight from last night. Captain America 1, that's the one that you were looking at, right? 8.5 restore, 25.5. Okay, let's see where we're going with the Defenders here. Have we closed out on that DC Super Spectacular?
No, I was looking at something else. Let's see.
Here we go. DC Super Spectacular #5 is up to $1,455.
Yeah, it is.
It's slowly climbing. Extended for another 2 minutes just now.
People were playing shadow bids, huh? Or not shadow bids, we call it. I forget what the term is. Anyways, this could go on for a while on that one.
You know, I wish they changed. The only thing I don't like about this extended system that Comicconnect use is I wish they changed it to 1 minute.
Yeah,
to me,
I understand extended bidding, but 3 minutes is a lot. You're right.
There's no need for it. You know, 1 minute is more than enough to prevent any kind of sniping and missing out. You get a minute to think about it. You have 1 minute to bid again. So no need for 2. Let's not draw it out forever.
Agreed. Agreed. I guess I should go over to the Google Hangouts thing. I haven't been looking at the Google Hangouts thing this entire time. Sorry, there's too much stuff to look at.
Well, sure. If you because on my, let me see. I want to see if I can, because the way my screen is right now, the auction is taking up 2/3 part of the screen, so I don't have that much space to look at the Google Hangout at all to reply to any comments.
Oh no, I just meant I hadn't even on my screen looked to see your face yet, really.
Oh, there's nothing to look at. Don't worry. You're not missing out on anything.
I'm at that stage. I'm not even close to the replying to comments stage yet.
I want to see if I can figure out where the comment section is. I think I found it. Yeah, after this this round, you know, the next big book, which we will have to sit here and wait for half an hour or longer, would be the Detective 27.
Yeah, but that's okay. It's gonna be fun to watch.
Yeah, we can just chit chat about other things and just, you know, let the auction roll by and take a look at things. But look like somebody else just bid on the Super Spectacular. It's extended for another 2 minutes. Somebody should just like put in 2,000 and say that's it.
No comments. No problem, man. We didn't miss out on anything.
Nobody's watching. It's dinner time.
Nobody cares, Nick. Everybody's busy.
Yeah. Well, you know, I find that out of, you know, Heritage, Comicconnect, and Comic Link, I like Comicconnect format as far as the way the bidding and extended bidding is. I like this format, but I like Comic Link's time better because it started 8 o'clock, a little bit later.
Yeah.
I cannot stand Heritage 1 o'clock nonsense. 1 o'clock on Thursday, come on.
It's pretty weird.
To me, it's just like, unless you cater to the super rich that don't have to go to work.
Yeah, well, that's probably it.
Yeah, you know, but still, they hurt themselves more by scheduling the auction at a time midweek during working hours.
Those dummies sent me somebody else's comic by mistake a couple weeks ago, dude. Did I ever tell you that? The guy paid for shipping and everything like $75, and it arrived at my front door, and I was like, "What the hell?"
Wow.
It was.
Was it a better book than what you won?
I hadn't bid on anything from Heritage in like, I don't know, at least a few weeks from then. But I was really surprised when I saw it, and I didn't know what to make of it. And it was an Action Comics Volume 2, I think.
Okay.
Retail Incentive Edition 9.8. I had to look up what that was. I'm not really into the modern comics for the most part, so I saw that. I was like, "What the heck is this?"
Okay, we're down to the last 37 seconds.
Oh,
Will somebody bid up, or it's gonna stop at 15.15? Oh, somebody just bid again. 15.75.
another
No. For the bidder that was at 15.15, I would scream for you. This is special for you. No! I do the Darth Vader scream. No!
That was good. That was good. Man.
All of that for an extra $60. $60 of entertainment right there.
Do you know how to look up the betting? What do you call it? The betting ladders? I don't know if that's the word for it, but like.
You mean like I don't know. You know, for Comic Link, it's easy to see the bidding, right? But I'm not sure for Comicconnect, I can see that.
Wait, what do you mean it's easy? So you know what the next bidding increment will be after?
Oh no, you don't. Neither auction, and none of the 3 auction houses you would know what the next increment is. That they tell you what's the minimum you have to bid to keep it going.
Right, that's the first time you can find out. They don't list it anywhere.
I believe it goes into the way the system, the way, you know, Comic Link or Comicconnect or Heritage set up is over a certain dollar amount, the increment would jump from 25 to 50 to 100 to 200 or 500 or 1,000. You know,
right.
you're not gonna see people bidding on a 6-figure book. Let's jump it up to $50. You know, I mean, no, it starts to go to like to the $1,000 increment.
I was just asking because I used to play a lot of online poker, so I figured it would be the same sort of thing. And in a poker tournament, you would expect to see something like that. They would have it listed on the front page of everything, you know?
Heritage has it. If you go into Heritage website, they actually list out like what's the increment is. And I believe like, you know, under $100 or from $100 down, it's like dollar amount, $1 each.
I knew I'd seen it somewhere. That makes sense. That's probably where I saw it.
And the same thing goes with all 3 auction houses. They do have an incremental jump in bidding increment once you go past the 4 figures, the 5 figures, and the 6 figures. You know, once you get to $100,000, you're not going to be able to jump your bid by $50. Not gonna happen. You better cough up like 1,000 or more. Oh no!
What's happening? I just refreshed.
Refresh. It's sold.
Man, what did it go for? It doesn't say it. God, you got to click on it. No, it still doesn't want to say. Oh, is that because I'm not logged in? Do you see what it's sold for?
No, it's just let's see. How come I didn't see it? We were talking and we forgot about it.
I'm on it right now, but it just says sold. Maybe if I log in, let me see.
1575. 1575. So the last bidder that bid at 1515 did go in for one more ride.
I wasn't logged in. It wasn't showing me. Now I see it.
Yep. 15.
Man, that looks an awful lot like. God damn. I don't know if that's the same thing. That cover, now that I'm looking at it, the front, not the back, looks like I have this weird British like reprint magazine of love stories.
Yeah.
Stories. It's the strangest genre of book, but I just picked it up for some weird reason. It looks like one of the. I gotta check something. Looks familiar.
Defenders #1 went for 1,750.
I'm looking at that. Yeah.
I have to refresh my screen. I wish the screen will refresh by itself.
Yeah, but yeah. Heritage, out of the three that you listed, of course, is like the top in terms of the technology and the ease of use for the user. But I'm telling you, man, at least I don't know if it's just me, the ones that I look at, Heritage has the most ridiculous prices. I swear.
Mm-hmm. Okay, the Detective 27 is coming up in 6 minutes.
Okay.
All right, it's time for the big boys, so warm up the fingers.
Okay, I gotta get to it.
Get there, I'm there.
Oh, what? Really? Oh, I didn't realize that a few of your Detective 359s are coming up too.
Yep, and then there's the Detective 29.
Let me go back here to see it.
That looked pretty tasty.
Yeah.
A Detective 31, Brittle Page.
Yeah, I saw the Brittle Page thing. That, dude, Brittle Pages, I will never touch it, ever. I don't know if that's just me. You can't. I know you have the magic angel fingers when it comes to handling these things, Nick, but I would never touch a comic like that had Brittle Pages, ever.
There's actually 2 Detective 31 up for auction this time. There's a Restore 8.0, and then there's a 31. There's a 2.5 Brittle Page. Actually, I tried to buy that copy before.
Really?
Yes.
Why? Okay, aren't you worried that if you ever, so you would never take it out of the slab? Is that why?
Yeah, I mean, if I buy that, I would just leave it in the slab.
Okay, then that makes sense. That's the only way I would see it making sense to me, at least.
But the dealer that was selling that book at the time didn't care to deal with me. So.
Really?
Nope.
What did you do, Nick? What did you do?
I sent an offer, and he poo-pooed the offer. There was no counter offer. And here's a funny thing. He sold it shortly after for less than my offer.
Really?
So you figured out why he didn't sell to me. So yeah, it's must be, oh, don't sell to that Nick guy.
Huh.
You know, so yeah, I did try to buy that copy a couple years ago. It's been a while. But yes, I don't believe it is another Detective 31 with Brittle Page. So I'm pretty sure it was this copy that I was trying to buy. I'm pretty sure. It was listed on. It was listed in Comicconnect, and I saw the book on Comicconnect, I think, and I contacted the dealer directly to make an offer.
Yeah.
And that didn't happen. Come on, Detective 27. It's up to 243,000.
Yeah, it is. It hasn't moved too much in the last like 2 days, I don't think.
Yeah, usually the for the big book like this, by now all the player that are going to fight for this is already put in their tracking bid.
Yeah.
And they are just warming up the fingers.
What is this supposed to go for? Do you know? I forget. Tech 31 kid said, didn't he? What's his real name?
I think the reasonable expectation is around 300 to 350 maximum. You know, I mean, too rich for me. Yeah, heck, it's already too rich at 243. So,
Love to know who is actually buying these books. That'd be so. I would pay for that information.
well, there's a collector on the CGC forum that actually won a Detective 27 from Heritage last month. He paid. There was 200 something thousand. There are collectors out there that had that kind of money.
Man, I guess it makes sense. I mean, shit.
There are a lot of time also dealers. Oh, here we go. Extended bidding has started.
Yeah. Oh wait. Oh yeah. 252.
Here we go. Grab your popcorn. Grab your popcorn because it's gonna be 2,000 increment for the next half an hour.
Yeah.
Somebody should just get it over with and put in 300. Come on, man up.
There's gonna have to be two of them that decide to man up. That's the problem. Otherwise, it'll just keep going so slow.
Yeah, this is the kind of book where, you know, a few big dealers will be bidding it for sure.
Interesting.
I'm more interested in the Detective 29.
I'm looking at the Tech 31.
Go for it.
No, I didn't mean looking at it like that.
Mortgage your future.
I meant looking at it on the screen, man. That's about all I meant.
It's a must-have.
Hot book alert. Hot book.
HBA.
Yep.
Oh, come on now. Let's see. Oh, 272.
I'm not even looking at it right now because I know it's just going to keep going probably up to 290.
The good thing is it's jumping in big increment.
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't just sit here and see the $2,000 per jump.
Man, look at all the detective books they have coming up after it too.
I know. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Ever since Tech 31 kid gave me his whole rant on pre-Robin Batman, and I think you gave me some of that too.
Yeah.
I just don't even. I figure I'll probably just never touch Golden Age Batman.
No, it's
saying are good. It's so ridiculous.
You know, it has its charm. You never know if Robin somehow make it to the big screen.
I have one with Robin.
And it's gonna be the whole. You know, I mean, I don't mind Robin. You know, I think the product Robin is not Robin. It's the story that was written after Robin was introduced.
Yeah, I agree. Well, it's because they decided to tailor it to a younger audience, right? It's the whole story.
Yep, exactly. No, that in many ways it was a smart move. It was a smart move by DC because Batman in the late 40s and early 50s was selling something like 1 million copies a month. You know,
that's nuts.
And you know, yeah. It's surprising to a lot of newer collectors to hear that. You know, back in the 40s and 50s, comic books was selling 1 million issues each. Today, people bragging about 100,000 print run. I'm like, 100,000. Back in the 40s, it's 1 million.
Oh yeah.
282.
How do you keep catching it before me, you bastard? I swear I'm pressing refresh every like 5 seconds.
You need ninja fingers.
Hey, I was down at my LCS earlier this morning, and the dealer has been there for like 15 years. Said his mom called him last week and said, "Hey, I found some of your old boxes," and it was a bunch of his old comics.
Ooh.
I was like, "How are you a dealer and you don't even know that you have a bunch of old comics? Like, you think you'd be the one finding these off Craigslist or something?" But
He must have too much.
he didn't have. I guess he didn't have anything all that great. Although he did have a nice copy of Spidey 300 that was at least a 9.2. I don't try to make any claims above 9.2 because I can't really tell, but it was at least a.
Well, I just clicked on refresh and it's still 282. Let's not lose track of Detective 31.
Oh, I got you, Nick. I got you. 286.
Oh, there you go. 286. Jumping. Somebody should just put in 300. Come on.
At 286? It was me.
Someone, 286. Yeah. Someone need to man up. Man up, bitters. Oh, good Lord. I have a hard time comprehending comic book that sell for 50,000, let alone 280 something thousand. This is crazy.
All right, Nick, I'm going for it. I'm going for 310. What do you think?
You mean like you're gonna place up, man up?
I'm gonna do it, man. I'm gonna man up. I'm gonna drive up the price on this book. I'm gonna do it.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Look at the comments now. Anybody who doesn't know anything about me believes what I'm saying.
If we can figure out a way to drive demand to higher prices, we can go to Comicconnect and say, hire us as your broadcaster.
That's right.
We can pump up the volume, pump up the prices, pay us a salary. We can hype it up on the internet and call all the hot book alert all day long.
Gotta copyright that, Nick. Quick. Trademark.
I'm gonna copyright my look. Hot book alert.
You have massive control over your eyebrow elevation.
Years ago, I joked to my friend that I had the Joker eyebrow.
I was just about to say that, but I didn't know if I'd be going too far. You gotta paint your face white, see what happens.
Oh, I might have to do that one of these days. Oh, it's only 59 seconds left.
Oh, really? Okay, let's see.
Has the bidding stalled out?
Nope, 290.
Wow. Someone waited for a minute.
It feels like it's gonna go above 3. It just does, but I don't know.
It wants to. It wants to.
It
does. I figure it will go for 325. That was my prediction.
Can I make a 2-part prediction?
Sure.
Make it basically impossible for me to not be right.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it goes above 300, then I think it'll go for over 325. But let's see.
It's always weird, I mean, even like when you watch like Heritage live bidding, something they start out slow, right? And then once it hit a certain price, seemed like people went crazy.
Yeah, but I think what's happening is that it's not that the people who are already in it are going crazy. I think that you got a couple people who have been waiting until it hits a threshold until they want to start bidding, So and all of a sudden you get more people bidding. It's not that there's like 2 people who all of a sudden go nuts once it hits a mark. Just
do you watch the show Storage War on TV?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be that guy that go, yup.
Ian Hester? That guy's freaking twat. I hate that guy.
I know. Anybody hate that guy. I want to just like go, yup. Yeah. Let's see. The price move.
I don't know.
Nope. It's 290 with 2 minutes and 35 seconds. Ooh. I gotta take a look at the
What did you say you were looking
at
at?
I want to take a look at Detective 31. I want to make sure that I didn't miss out what's going on there. You know, sometimes when you watch something so much, you forgot that the other auction may have ended.
It's 23 seconds left on Tech 31, 15,000. But that's the restored one, 8.0. The one that I'm interested in.
The non-restore already went. No, it's 23,000. The 2.5 brittle page is in extended bidding also.
Yeah.
33,500. No, not for me.
Not for me. Now you really don't want that one, do you?
I had my restore copy, and I just had to be happy with it. Look like the restore one has ended. 15,000.
Wow.
$15,301.
I see that. Damn.
I think that's a fair price. You know, I think it's hard to see a Detective 31 restore go for 20,000, but I forgot. Wasn't there something that went for some crazy prices last month? I gotta rewatch one of my videos.
I don't know.
There was a 0.5. There was a 0.5 Detective 31 that I made a video about last month.
Yeah, I remember you or somebody said something about that. I remember.
Yeah, there was a 0.5 because I remember pulling out my Tech 31 to compare. I'm just like, someone paid that much for that book in that condition? Call me.
That's what I'm talking about with the look.
I'm gonna paint my face white and get the Joker. Yo, DC, call me up.
That's what I'm talking about.
I can be the face ninja for you.
That's what I'm talking about with the low grade, though. In this ridiculous part of the market that'll eventually at least calm down a little bit. It has to. It might go more crazy before it does, but you know it's going to. You see a lot of the craziness happen at the low and high end of the grading spectrum.
True. The low end is really good. I mean, I have always, you know, advised people that if you are going to invest, speculate on keys, go for the low grades because they go up a lot better in percentage. Tech 27 is up to 297.
I'm a little worried about those low grades, though, because even though they're doing that now, I'm a little bit worried that might be tied to a lot of new people entering the market. And once it's not a lot of new people and the people who are in it become more seasoned and there aren't as many new people coming in, I suspect, I don't know if I'm right, but I suspect that trend might change with the low grade stuff.
I think it depends on books also, right?
Well, for sure.
You know, when you're talking about like something like Amazing Fantasy 15,
yeah, that's.
I have for the past 5 years, I have told many people, don't go chase the 6.0, 7.0, 8.0. Go and get as many 2.5, 3.0 as you can, because those things will double in 3 or 4 years, and they did.
But do you think they'll continue to do that after?
No. That I don't think the price for Amazing Fantasy 15, like the yesterday a 1.5 went for 6,200. I do not see that book at 10,000, say 5 years from now. That would be insane. That would be just insane. Okay, the easy money has been made with that book.
Yeah.
I can't say that it will go down or up more, but at the same time, I'd rather not speculate with that book at this moment. Like if I have a copy, I might still hold on to it for further gains, but I would not be paying $6,200 for that book, thinking that that book will double again in 3 or 4 years.
That's why I started selling recently, actually, because I came to this realization about a lot of the low grade books I have. And what I've started doing is selling off a lot of the low grades and consolidating it for buying a fewer number of higher grade ones that I really like, especially now that I've had a chance to play with a lot of them, you know?
Yeah.
So, but I hope I get it done in time before before a lot of other people start doing the same thing.
Well,
anyways, what's going on in this auction right now?
Oh, let me check. I just refreshing my 301. 301.
Oh, baby. That means we'll be going for a while more.
Yep. Now the big boy's coming out. Now the BSD is coming out to say, who's messing with me? Okay, who's gonna fight for this? Not me.
Is there anything else interesting that happened with those detectives while we were talking? Oh, I can't see some of the earlier ones. I stopped at 60.
I'm looking at detective. The Brittle page. Let's see how far the Brittle page is up to 36,833.
The Brittle page, what? Oh, 31. Oh,
yeah.
Wait, where?
It's 36. It's still going. It has been extended multiple times.
I see it now. That was awesome.
Ooh. It might end up around 40,000. Yikes. That's crazy.
That detective 128, you see that below it?
Let me look. $128, you said?
Yeah.
Ooh, nice one.
Yeah, see? I don't know.
You want that?
No, I don't want it. It annoys me, that comic, because I see it come up. I don't know if it's just recently, but I've seen it come up so often. I don't know, and I just think it goes for way too much simply because it has the label on it of Joker cover. I don't even think it's that good of a Joker cover, to be honest. If you read it,
I don't think this is the best Joker cover. I have seen much better Joker's cover out there.
Oh, you see better. I thought you broke up. I thought you said this was your favorite for a second. I was
no.
Oops.
Wow, do you see the below that issue 140?
I just refreshed for a second. Oh, 305 extended again on the Tech 27.
Okay, the Detective Comics 140 first Riddler.
Yeah.
6,200.
That's a comic I've always really liked, but I'll never get it.
Yeah, but same here. Same thing with 168.
168. I don't know anything about 168. What is it?
Oh, that's the key. That's the key. Joker's origin.
Oh, really? That would be.
That's the big daddy of all Silver Age Batman right there.
Yeah, I don't know squat about, or actually about just about any Batman aside from Dark Knight. Issues of the Batman.
Well, now you know. Now you know. Detective 168 is one of the toughest books to find in mid-grades or higher because of the black covers. On top of that, yeah. Plus, it's the origin of the Joker.
First origin, huh?
Yeah, it's a good book. It will go for more than 2,400. That's for sure.
Wait, it's the first origin of the Joker, and the Joker's first appearance was in Batman 1, right?
Batman 1 was the Joker's first appearance. Detective 168 is his origin.
That's so much later. Why did it take him that long to get to the origin? What the hell? How many years separated is that?
Let's see, 13 years? 13?
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. I don't know why. The writer was too busy writing story about Batman and Robin fighting cat aliens. Silver Age Detective Comics are so cookie.
They're so bad. I hate to say this because I'm sure a lot of people have them and love them, but I think they're so bad. I don't know. I've tried them. Every time I'm like, all right, let me try this one more time. I'll get one just to try. And every time I'm just like, God, this sucks. Every time, man.
Well, now you know why Pretty Robin Detective are so highly sought after.
But even the Golden Age post Robin. Still a lot of Golden Age that were post Robin. They're still pretty bad, right? I mean, I haven't read any of them or many of them.
Well, they're not bad. They're just short. You know, I'm telling you, if you own Golden Age DC, each book is like 3 or 4 stories. They're all like 8 to 9 pages long stories. You can't tell much of a story when it's 8 or 9 pages, right? It's very simple, very simplistic.
I didn't know if that was only mine. I only have one Golden Age Batman, I think.
It's all like that. If you look, if I have Golden Age, Superman, Action, Wonder Woman, and they're all like that. They're all very short story. There is no such thing as a 20-page story for Golden Age.
Well, it's like that not just with DC, but I mean, pretty much.
Oh yeah, it's for anything. It's a sign of the time.
I thought you were saying DC compared to other Golden Age were even shorter in their story length. Now I got you.
Detective, it's over. It's over.
No way. What's that? What happened?
305.
Really? I was completely wrong. Wow. Look at that. That's crazy, huh?
$305. It went on a low end, in my opinion, but it still break the 300. The 300K barrier was something that I was definitely looking for. So it went on a low end, but I had no idea if you know. I'm sure the seller would wish for more.
I thought it was going to keep going after we hit that 300 mark. I guess not. Man.
Okay, you want to let's wait until the Detective 31 is over. Okay, then we can wrap it up.
All right.
It'd be a 1 hour chat. We did it in 1 hour. I was hoping that we can do this within 1 hour.
Has it actually been an hour? Jesus.
Yeah, almost.
Wow.
It's,
time flies, Nicholas. Time flies.
The Detective 31 is up to 39,000. I was predicting 40, so it's getting there. The madness. A few years ago, when I make an offer for that book, it was for a lot less than that. That book was sold, I believe, for 25,000 a couple years ago. Still crazy for something that is, to me, I don't mind Brittle Page. It doesn't bother me.
There's an interesting one coming up.
Well, Detective 31 is extended.
Yeah, it is. I didn't see this one. This is a fun one to watch. FF #5. Oh, man, I didn't see that right. I thought it said something else. Stan Lee signature series. Well, Stan Lee stopped writing his frickin' name on Silver Age comics.
I'm telling you, Stan would sign anything you put in front of him. You can put a DC book in front of him and he would sign it.
I love Stan Lee's writing. I can't complain, man, you know, but Jesus. It's just like, it's like the talented writer that you just have to put up with, you know?
You know, it's one of those things where I understand that a lot of people love Stan. I understand a lot of people like to have his signature. But I also understand the majority of people that are buying his signature is speculating money on the signature. Hoping that he will die someday and the signature will be worth more money. That's kind of morbid.
Yeah.
You know, I do have 2 of his signature, and that was enough.
I've got one I'm probably going to try dumping here pretty soon, actually. I'm really just not a fan of having a signature. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't mind it. You know, like I said, it's good to have 1 or 2, but you know, there's a lot of people out there that love to collect signature series, and they have nothing but yellow label slab in their collection, and that's just fine by me.
Your 168 just ended, 3,075.
Yikes. I'm still. Oh, the Detective 31 has jumped to 42,000.
Yeah, it has.
Ooh,
Wow.
wow. Yeah.
Jeez, that
A
one's.
lot of people that a lot of people poo-pooed that book 2 or 3 years ago because it had little page. Well, guess what? The guy that bought it for 25,000 is saying, "Yeah, baby."
For?
I'm pretty sure the previous owner paid something like that. I could be wrong. I can't imagine a different Tech 31 with little page, but I'm pretty sure. It's hard to lose money on pre-Robin Detective. It's almost like losing money on Amazing Fantasy 15.
Yeah.
You know, it can happen someday.
Yeah. 42 even, man.
Well, for me, I did not bid on anything yesterday, and I did not bid on anything today.
My brother won something yesterday.
He did.
He did.
That one book, Wonder. No, not Wonder Comics.
I don't think that ends until like Friday.
Yeah, it's go alphabetical. So yeah, Wonder Comics.
Yeah, right, of course. No, what was it? Action Comics 58.
Nice.
Yeah, he decided to go big, so he did. I'm not really big into Action Comics. I think I have maybe 2 Action Comics.
I have some. I'm not big on Superman altogether, so
Neither.
it's hard for me to bring myself to buy Superman books. It's I appreciate Superman for the historic thing that he to the hobby, because his creation helped create this whole superhero genre.
Yep.
But as far as the character himself, I'm not a big fan of his personality. I'm not a big fan of his power, because I think the problem with Superman is he's just too powerful. And over the years, they keep making him more and more and more powerful.
See, everybody always says that. I would like to counter that, because I also thought this for a long time. Let me throw this at you. Let me see what you think about this.
Okay.
I would like to throw out the possibility that the reason why Superman is such a freaking annoying pain in the ass, and he is, a lot of people hate Superman. It's crazy. I don't know how. Anyways, I think it's just the personality that they gave him. I don't think it's necessarily superpowers.
Yeah,
he can have those. That doesn't help, I'll admit, that he can do basically anything, but he has the personality of a Boy Scout, and it's annoying to people.
Correct. That's my biggest problem is his personality. I'm not into that goody two shoes, square peg kind of image. And the problem with being way too powerful is that it's hard to find villains that can match up with you.
Yeah.
And I think that's where he suffered, because at the end of the day, what makes a superhero great is you have to have great villains.
True.
That's what makes Batman so awesome, because he has great villains. When you're looking at Superman, I don't like Lex Luthor. I'd be the first to admit that. I can't stand Lex Luthor, and I'm sure a lot of people be like, "Oh my God, he doesn't." I'm like, I understand why they're trying to match brain with brawn, but it's like Superman is not stupid. So I don't know. I have never had a love for Superman. Actually, my favorite villain for Superman is Bizarro.
I think you made a video on that, didn't you?
I don't think so. No. Well, the Detective 31 brittle page has ended at 42,000.
42.
Yeah, 42 freaking thousand.
Bad boy.
Okay, well, that's it's exactly 1 hour. It's 8:15. Well, folks, we did it. We survived 1 hour.
Crazy.
Hopefully it was somewhat entertaining to the viewer. Like I said, as I mentioned to Nate, if it works out as far as scheduling wise, I think next week will be the big comic link auctions.
Yeah.
And I'm up to do a similar thing again. We just had to pick a day that have the best, juiciest books to do a live commentary chat on that. But we might change up the format to see what worked better. But for now, this is it. I would say thank you for watching. Nate, thank you for joining.
Oh, hey, man, check it out. Before we get off real quick, there's a bunch of comments. Did you see that?
Oh, nope, I did not.
You should look and see if you want to respond to any of them real quick before you sign off. But other than that, I'm good with signing off. I don't know if any of them are for you. I can't even tell.
Well, I can't see anything.
Kingpin says, "What's up, guys? Kingpin is watching. Who is in this chat with Nick?" Someone else said, "Why I stay up." Way too many people are buying into Stan Lee's signatures. I got 2 in my collection. I'm good with that. I met him in 2012. I would buy an AF-15 as long as I could get crazy money for 9.9s and 10.0s. From Comics Quest. All right, we didn't miss much on the comments and the things.
Okay. Well,
thanks for the comments, guys, but they're not.
Well, it's the timing is hard. I think you will get a better commentaries from your recorded load tomorrow.
Yeah, probably.
Because like I said, at 7 o'clock it's dinner time for a lot of people.
It's true.
Especially even now, East Coast, West Coast, Central Time, it's dinner time. So a lot of people don't have time to watch this. But anyhow, thanks everybody for watching. I will load this video in Nate's channel also tomorrow so that you will have a different version. Okay, the version that will be on Nate's channel will have us in a little box and then the live auction on the big side. Okay?
Fancy.
And that's it. Yes, be all fancy. Okay, anyhow, that's it. Thank you. I'm signing off. Good night. Goodbye, Nate.
Later on, man.
Yep. Just had to figure out how to end the video.
I'm still here.
Here we go. Hopefully I don't mess it up. It's always a little bit tricky here.
Part of it never goes off.
Okay, done. I'm stopped recording.